Let me show you how TinyAgents inside TinyCommand can actually work like your personal assistant. These are not just chat agents that reply to messages. They can take real actions for you. Whether it's replying to WhatsApp messages, sending emails, or even booking your calendar, everything can be automated through one agent. Let's start from the top. The first section is the identity section. This is where you define how your agent behaves. Think of this as giving your agent a role. For example, I'm creating a personal assistant that will respond to my client messages on WhatsApp. So here, I can write a detailed prompt explaining what the agent should do, what actions it can take, what tools it has access to, and even the tone it should use while replying. You can be as detailed as you want here. Right below that, you also have behavior rules. These are strict instructions that the agent must follow. For example, do not disclose personal information, do not overpromise, or any other constraints you want to enforce. So this ensures your agent stays controlled and aligned. Moving ahead, we have the model section. This is where you choose which model powers your agent. We provide TinyGP, which is our internal model. You can use this to test your agent directly inside the platform, and as you build your agent here, you can also publish it directly using TinyGP. So you can build, test, and deploy your agent without needing an external provider. Beyond this, you also have access to multiple AI providers. You can choose from providers like OpenAI, Anthropic, Google Gemini, Mistral, Azure OpenAI, Perplexity, Grok, and more. One powerful option here is Straco. With Straco, you get access to a wide range of models in one place, including Amazon Nova, Anthropic Claude models, Cohere, DeepSeek, Google Gemini, Meta Llama, Microsoft models, and others. So instead of managing different providers separately, you can simply add your Straco API key, select the model you want, and start using it directly inside your agent. For this example, we'll continue with OpenAI. You simply select the model, provide your API key, and you're good to go. You also have the option to store your API keys securely in a vault. All keys are end-to-end encrypted. Below that, you can configure model parameters like temperature and max tokens, which control how the agent responds. Next, we move to the capabilities section. This is where things get powerful. This is where you connect actions to your agent. We already provide some pre-built tools that you can use directly, or you can create your own custom tools. Before that, you also have the option to upload a knowledge base. This acts as a source of truth for your agent. You can upload product FAQs, documentation, guidelines, or any reference material. So whenever the agent responds, it uses this knowledge to give accurate answers. Now let's build a custom tool. Let's say I want my agent to book calendar events for me. I click on Create Tool, give it a name and description, and then click on Open Tool Canvas. This opens a new canvas where we define the logic. You'll see a tool input node. This is where we define the inputs that the agent needs to provide. Next, I double-click on the canvas and add a node. I search for Google Calendar and select Create Event. Then I connect my Google Calendar account. Here, I can see all the required inputs like event name, start date, time, duration, and more. These inputs have specific formats. So what we do is we go back to the identity prompt and clearly instruct the agent to follow these formats strictly. Now, coming back to the tool input node, we create input fields for each of these parameters. We add short and clear descriptions so the agent understands exactly what to fill. If needed, we can also set default values. For example, if every meeting is 1 hour, we can define that here. Next, we map these inputs to the Google Calendar node, so whatever the agent generates gets directly passed into the integration. Before finalizing, we can test this setup using sample data to ensure everything works correctly. Once it's working, we add a tool output node. This defines what the agent receives after the action is completed. For example, we can map the status code. If it's 200, we instruct the agent to respond that the event has been successfully booked. You can also map additional outputs if needed. And just like that, your calendar booking tool is ready. We save it, publish it, and it becomes available inside our agent. Back in the agent panel, we click Refresh. You'll now see this tool listed under Custom Tools. We simply enable it. In the same way, we can create another tool. Let's say a send email tool. You define inputs like recipient email, subject, and body. Map them to the email node, add a tool output, and publish it. Once enabled, your agent can now send emails and book calendar events. Now comes the important part. We go back to the identity prompt and clearly define when the agent should use which tool. This ensures the agent makes the right decisions. Once everything is set, we save the agent. On the right side, you'll see a chat preview panel. This is where you test your agent. You can send messages and check. Does it respond correctly? Does it trigger tools properly? Does it actually book events or send emails? If something feels off, you can refine your prompt and test again. Once you're satisfied, you go ahead and publish the agent. After publishing, your agent is ready to use. You get a public link that you can share with users. You can embed it on your website, or even use it directly inside TinyCommand workflows. So this is TinyAgents, a system where your AI doesn't just respond, it actually gets things done for you. And once you set it up, a lot of your manual work simply disappears. And honestly, all it takes is a tiny command.